Control Command N. Yes! I remember stuff. I am almost 40 years old and I can remember things. I just saw some amazing headlines on the internet, and before I saw anyone else talk about it, I want to just react to the story before I hear a bunch of other people talk about it. Earlier this year, we had the whole Willy Wonka debacle, where the dude used AI to create his promotional materials, and then created the world's worst Willy Wonka event based on it. Oh, however, it looks like something has gone wrong with an amateur Bluey event. As you can see here on my screen, I have a whole bunch of different videos up. Let's start with the top hit, shall we? Let's do KWCH. I have no idea. This must be a local channel. It's a Fox channel. Oh boy. Parents outraged by massive event featuring amateur Bluey blah 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 blah. Let's go. 12 News, Wichita, Kansas. Let's see what we got.
A local restaurant says they wanted their own family-friendly day with cartoon character Bluey. They expected a few dozen people and regulars. Thousands RSVP'd. Hundreds of families were left fuming and say kids were disappointed. The restaurant spoke to Fox 5 and says they want to say sorry.
Why is it always the kids that get shit on for everybody trying to create money out of... Wait, are they trying to create money out of it, or was it just like a free event? I hope to God they did not charge the people this time. I can't just jump to conclusions like that. But kids are always the unfortunate bearer of everything because of our generation. Something has got to change here, people.
Sorry to all the families, and they underestimated the power of Bluey.
When I saw him, my best ignore him. I was mad.
What, did he look like the cartoon? Did he look like on TV?
No, he looked like unexpected. We could see his beard.
Sophia and other kids had the same reaction. The Bluey they expected was not who greeted them on the
Hold on. Look it. The suit is too small for him. He's got his sleeves kind of rolled up. What is this hat that he's wearing? I'm guessing on the left is what they would be expecting, and on the right is what they got. This is a restaurant event? Okay.
This is a photo a parent took at an event with the popular cartoon character Bluey. On the right, it's a staff member of Dirt Dog in a makeshift Bluey costume.
The kids were distraught. Some kids were crying. Some kids were upset, crying in their parents' shoulders.
Crowds poured in for hours. There were lines outside in the heat. From the face painting to baked goods, many parents say they were underwhelmed. Dirt Dog apologized on social media and says they welcome feedback. Angry parents posted plenty of livid messages. Thanks for ruining my 3-year-old's day. I drove 1 hour just to see a grown man in PJs. Other parents defended Dirt Dog. It's a free event and a risk you take. My son loved it.
Again, we expected...
Okay, that's the good news. They did not charge $40 a head to see this horrible Bluey impression, unlike the Willy Wonka event where they were actually charging money for the tickets. It's still sad, but at least some of the kids got some stuff before it all got snatched up. Apparently they were just not prepared. They were like, hey, let's hold a Bluey event and get people here, but they weren't prepared for the amount of people that are obsessed with Bluey. That is the world's saddest Bluey costume. You can't, I'm sorry, even if it's a free event, you can't just be like, Bluey's gonna be there and then have this dude. Like, you can see his beard. His hand sticking out of it is like the most ridiculous part for me for some reason, even though his full face is showing. If you're this little kid right here and you're looking down at this dude, all you can see is his human face. He doesn't look anything like Bluey. He's like literally in just pajamas, like they said. This time, at least, it doesn't seem like their intentions were bad. Seems like they're just kind of dumb. They're going to get a lot of bad publicity for this. That sucks. Man, if you're going to play with Bluey, you got to bring the big dogs out.
My 3-year-old's day. I
That's
drove
the best
1 hour
comment.
just to see a grown man in PJs. Other parents defended Dirt Dog. It's a free event and a risk you take. My son loved it.
It is a risk you take at any kind of free event. Sad that has to be the case, but that is the case.
loved it.
Again, we expected like maybe
Wait. Did someone love it?
My son loved it.
Again, we expected like maybe 50, 60 people, the whole city coming out, and that's what we got, the entire city. Now knowing who Bluey is, we would have planned ahead and would have had security, there would have been more door regulations.
Taj Wild.
Oh, so they didn't really know about Bluey by the sounds of it. Oof.
60 people, the whole city coming out, and that's what we got, the entire city.
She says, first of all, the gourmet hot dog hotspot with a hip-hop edge expected a few dozen people. And though the event got thousands of RSVPs, most people typically never show up. She says staff members made and did everything. As for the crowds, she says, had they known so many people would have shown up, they would have managed the whole event with crowd control. Now, she says, they understand what parents expected.
I knew Bluey was big, I just didn't realize how big he was. The biggest takeaway, if they want Bluey, go all out. You want to do stuff for the community, just make sure you do it at the highest quality.
There you go. That's the lesson to learn here. Her defense is a little bit weak because, in my eyes, even if you're going to hold a Bluey event for dozens of people, this is still not acceptable. This is not creatively acceptable. I don't know. This must have been... I bet you this was a Wish. This was a Wish Bluey costume. That's what that was. The man went on Wish. Oh, you know what? I wonder if there was a Wish listing for this. And it was like $5, $10, $20, whatever. And this dude was like, hey, I've got the costume secured. It only cost me $20. Isn't that great? And everyone was like, yeah, it's going to be awesome. It arrives the day of the event. This is my hypothetical scenario to defend this guy, and I hope it becomes true, because if this was intentional, and they were like, it's a free event for like 24, 36 people, it's cool, that's not cool. If you're going to throw any kind of Bluey event, do it right. If you're going to, it doesn't matter if it's Bluey or whatever, just do it right. I'm getting on my Karen perch right now, and I'm saying, thanks for ruining my 3-year-old's day. It probably... that poor kid.
Dirt Dog says they want to make it up to those who are disappointed. Their team from LA is coming in. They are planning a family day, and they are working to bring in the real Bluey. I asked if they would post photos in advance of what people should expect. They say they are working on it.
Oh boy. They better pull something good out. Oh, here's a YouTube short.
You can bet nothing like this would ever happen here in Australia, but a Bluey event in America has left kids in tears and parents fuming. 3,000 people RSVP'd to this event to meet the star, but when Bluey finally arrived, it was a bloke in a onesie. Yet that is the bloke there in the Bluey onesie. You can bet nothing like this would ever happen here in Australia. But
yeah, that little dig there. You can bet that nothing like this would ever happen in Australia. Watch what you say, because anything you say can manifest in reality. We've seen this time and time and time and time again. However, it is sad that Americans are getting this kind of reputation. We're doing it to ourselves, people. We got to try harder as a people. We are currently the laughingstocks of the world, and we don't even know us. We don't even, see, I can't even pronounce simple words. We don't even notice.
nothing like this would ever happen here in Australia. But a Bluey
this is the same clip. We've been kicked enough by ourselves. You don't need to kick us while we're down. However, the Willy Wonka event was not in America, luckily. That was Glasgow, Scotland. Incidentally, the site of June's Wrestling PLE Clash at the Castle, where Drew McIntyre is going to win the world title from Damian Priest. There's another angle of him. Oh, that tail is so... Oh, look, his fucking sneakers. Oh, that is sad. Oh, look at... Okay. Can we zoom here? Yeah, let's zoom in on some of these people's faces here. They look pretty disinterested. Oh, man. I feel really bad for this guy right here, right now. Like, honestly, if I had to be in that costume right there, oof. Oof, the shame I would be feeling. I don't know. It looks pretty sad. It just looks like some rando who had nothing to do with the restaurant showed up in that costume. I see people walking around in stores in their onesies and their pajamas all the time. It's not really something that we shame people for anymore. So, okay, I'm tired of looking at this picture. Let's get one more. Is this the same one? Ugh, there's only a couple of videos. One of them is Fox, and the other is Australians just beating the fuck out of us because we're stupid Americans. Thanks, Australia. It's really going to help is other people berating us. I don't know, maybe that's what we need is a healthy dose of shame. We need to realize that we've gotten lazy and we've gotten entitled, and we cannot continue to do things like this to our children. We're just creating more trauma for them, and they should be the ones that wake up to how traumatized we've been and how fucked up we've left the world for them. And they are our only hope. As the robots start to take over, this is why. This is why the robots are going to take over. Because we can't put on a decent Bluey event. That's right. But we're still not as bad as Scotland, so. Okay, bye.